But rather than tell it to you myself, let me please invite the Rector of the Lahore University of Management Science, Abdul Razak Dawood, to share with you a few very important announcements.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Members of the Board of Governors of the National Management Foundation, members of the Board of Trustees of LUMS, Madam Keynote Speaker, the VC and the Deans, faculty and staff, graduating class, the proud parents, ladies and gentlemen. Convocation Day is always special and is auspicious. On this auspicious day, I wish to congratulate all the students on their graduation and fulfilling the requirements of obtaining a degree from LUMS. This is also an auspicious day as the Board of Governors and Trustees have taken some important decisions that will further strengthen the university. Our Pro-Chancellor, Syed Babar Ali, has played a key role in developing LUMS and in particular the establishment of the School of Science and Engineering. Babar worked with great passion and dedication to put the building blocks of the SSE. In establishing the SSE, not only did Babar make donations from his own foundation, from his own group of companies, he also got donations from corporations and individuals. Besides raising funds, he also got leading institutions like MIT, Stanford, Chicago, and the Indian institutions to help in this cause. Setting up a School of Science and Engineering is a tall order, and Babar pursued it relentlessly. And today, as the Vice Chancellor just said, we're graduating the first batch of the new disciplines. In recognition of this great effort by Babar, the Management Committee of LUMS made a recommendation to the Board of Trustees, which the Board approved yesterday. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the Board of Trustees and the Board of Governors has approved the naming of the School of Science and Engineering as the Syed Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. It is a befitting recognition of Babar's vision and tenacity. May Allah bless him and his family. Although Babar is not here, but he is watching it, but I will request Haider Ali, his son, to pass on to him our great sentiments and our appreciation. The second announcement is that the Gurmani Foundation of the Gurmani family has donated rupees 1 billion to the National Management Foundation. This is the largest single donation to LUMS. It is perhaps the largest donation to any education institution in Pakistan. Agreement to put this into effect has been signed. We have been honored by the presence of the Gurmani family here at the Convocation and the two daughters of the late Mushtaq Ahmed Gurmani, Begum Khalida Ghazanfar and Begum Abida Aminullah, members of the family, including the grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, the signing of the agreement was a humbling experience. They wanted to keep this generous donation as a very low-key event. They said to us they only wanted to fulfill the wishes of the late Gurmani Sahib, and that was to further education in Pakistan and the Muslim world. In true spirit of our great decision, they wanted nothing for themselves but to please Almighty Allah. They have come to this convocation at our request. Under the agreement, the Gurmani Foundation will transfer shares of Nestle Pakistan worth 1 billion rupees from the Gurmani Foundation to the National Management Foundation. As per the wishes of the family, a large portion of the income received on those shares will go to the National Outreach Program of LUMS. Gurmani Foundation has an objective to educate people from the less privileged sectors of our society, particularly those from the rural areas. The balance of the income shall be used by LUMS for scholarly work to further the cause of humanity as spelled out in the objectives of the Gurmani Foundation. In recognition of this generous donation, the Board of Directors of the National Management Foundation and LUMS approved the naming of the current School of Humanities, Social Sciences and Law as the Mushtaq Ahmed Gurmani School of Humanities and Social Sciences. It is indeed an honor for me to be standing here and making this announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, at a time when values in our society are declining, at a time when pomp and show and falsehood rules the roost, it is a pleasure to see a family who, in great humility and in the way they live in a very humble way, come forward and make this generous donation. The Gurmani family have shown to all of us that there is still island of goodness in this country. They have shown that value still counts. They have shown that we can live in a society which appreciates and respects good work. It was also a pleasure to work with the grandchildren of the Gurmani family. And it was so pleasing to note how happily they made this donation. And the grandchildren, you are really a true role model for your generation. To all the family members, I humbly thank you on behalf of all of us very, very much. The third announcement I wish to make is for the development of the School of Law. We're looking into establishing a School of Law and feel it will take up to 3 years to take necessary steps to separate the law department from its current school, and together with the organizational changes to examine the feasibility of setting up separate premises to house the school. The board of the National Management Foundation and LUMS approved that on completion of the above formalities, the School of Law will have a separate identity. On completion of this task, we will inshallah make a further announcement. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to once again thank Babar Ali for his great contribution to LUMS and to the Gurmani family. Today's announcement will inshallah further the cause of LUMS. May Allah give us all the wisdom to make LUMS a great seat of learning. Thank you very much.